Deep within the enchanted marsh lived a very special frog. He wasn't green and slimy like most frogs. Sir Fluffington was bright blue and covered in soft, fluffy fur. He had big, round eyes and a very important hat perched upon his head. The enchanted marsh was a magical place. Sparkling fireflies lit up the night sky. Giggling mushrooms peeked out from beneath the willow trees, and the air was filled with the sweet songs of rainbow-colored birds. Sir Fluffington loved exploring every nook and cranny of his home. He hopped across lily pads, his fluffy fur bouncing with every leap. He knew all the best places to find juicy grubs and shimmering dragonflies. One sunny morning, as Sir Fluffington was practicing his backflips, something very peculiar caught his eye. It was a pancake, and it was flying. Now, everyone knows pancakes don't fly. They belong on plates, slathered in syrup and butter. But this pancake, it was soaring through the air like a magical bird. Sir Fluffington's eyes widened in amazement. He had never seen anything like it. The pancake, golden brown and fluffy, drifted lazily on the breeze. It had a mischievous glint in its syrupy eyes. Determined to get to the bottom of this mystery, Sir Fluffington hopped after the flying pancake. He leaped over logs, splashed through puddles and squeezed through reeds, but the pancake, it always seemed to stay one hop ahead. "Wait!" called Sir Fluffington, his voice echoing through the marsh. "Where are you going?" But the pancake just giggled. Its syrupy laughter carried on the wind. This was a mystery that needed solving. Sir Fluffington knew just who to ask for help. Professor Shellington, the wisest turtle in the enchanted marsh, lived in a cozy burrow beneath a giant oak tree. He had a library full of books and a head full of knowledge. Professor Shellington listened patiently as Sir Fluffington described the flying pancake. He stroked his long white beard thoughtfully. He mused. "A flying pancake, you say? Most peculiar indeed. Do you think it could be magic?" asked Sir Fluffington, his eyes wide with wonder. Professor Shellington tapped a finger to his chin. "Magic is afoot, no doubt," he said, "but where this pancake is headed, I cannot say." Professor Shellington reached for a dusty book titled The Wonders of the Wind. "There is a legend," he said, "of a land where breakfast reigns supreme." He pointed to a picture of a magnificent castle made entirely of waffles. The book told of the Breakfast Kingdom, ruled by the benevolent Queen Sirupina. She was said to have a heart as sweet as honey and a laugh as bubbly as orange juice. Her castle, Waffleburg, was a place of wonder and delight. "Perhaps this flying pancake is a messenger from the Breakfast Kingdom," suggested Professor Shellington. Sir Fluffington's heart leapt with excitement. A journey to the Breakfast Kingdom. What an adventure this was turning out to be. "But how do we get there?" asked Sir Fluffington. Professor Shellington smiled. "Follow the whispers of the wind," he advised, "and they will lead you to the land where breakfast dreams come true." With a grateful nod to Professor Shellington, Sir Fluffington set off on his quest. He hopped with purpose, his fluffy fur billowing behind him. He listened closely, his big ears tuned to the whispers of the wind. The enchanted marsh stretched out before him, full of mystery and possibility. Section 5, Whispers on the Wind. The whispers of the wind carried the sweet scent of maple syrup and cinnamon. They tickled Sir Fluffington's ears and guided his way. He hopped through fields of candy floss where fluffy clouds drifted down to say hello. He crossed rivers of sparkling orange juice on lily pad boats. He even had to outsmart a grumpy bacon strip guarding a bridge made of toast. But through it all, Sir Fluffington never gave up. He was determined to find the Breakfast Kingdom and solve the mystery of the flying pancake. Finally, after what felt like forever, the whispers of the wind led Sir Fluffington to a clearing. And there, in all its sugary glory, stood Waffleburg. Section 6, The Tale of Buttercup. Waffleburg was even more magnificent than Sir Fluffington had imagined. The walls were made of golden brown waffles, the windows shimmered with candy glass, and the roof was adorned with fluffy whipped cream. As Sir Fluffington approached the castle, he noticed a small, sad chicken sitting on a bench. She had bright yellow feathers and a fluffy tail, but her head was bowed low. "Excuse me," said Sir Fluffington politely, "but why are you so sad?" The chicken looked up, her eyes filled with tears. "My name is Buttercup," she chirped sadly, "and I've lost something very precious." Sir Fluffington sat down beside her, his fluffy fur brushing against her feathers. "What have you lost?" he asked gently. Buttercup wiped away a tear with her wing. "My best friend," she said, "a pancake named Flapjack." Sir Fluffington's eyes widened in surprise. "Flapjack," he exclaimed, "but he's the one who led me here," Buttercup gasped. "You've seen him," she cried. "Is he all right?" Sir Fluffington told Buttercup all about seeing Flapjack flying through the enchanted marsh. He explained about the whispers of the wind and his long journey to the Breakfast Kingdom. "But why did he run away?" wondered Sir Fluffington. Buttercup sighed. "Flapjack is a very special pancake," she explained. "He's the only one who knows the secret recipe for Queen Sirapina's favorite breakfast treat. And without that recipe," she continued, "the Queen's breakfast will be ruined. The whole kingdom is in despair." Sir Fluffington knew he had to help. He couldn't let the Breakfast Kingdom fall into chaos. Sir Fluffington and Buttercup rushed into the castle. The halls were filled with worried-looking breakfast foods, and a group of blueberry muffins huddled together, whispering anxiously. A stack of pancakes drooped sadly on a silver platter. They found Queen Sirapina in the royal kitchen, her face etched with concern. She had a crown of spun sugar perched upon her head and a warm, kind smile, even though it was clear she was upset. "Your Majesty," Sir Fluffington bowed low. "We've come to help," he explained about Flapjack and the missing recipe. Queen Sirapina's eyes widened in hope. "Do you think you can find him?" she asked. "We'll do our best, Your Majesty," promised Sir Fluffington. He and Buttercup set off to search for Flapjack. They looked everywhere, but the mischievous pancake was nowhere to be found. Just when all hope seemed lost, they heard a familiar giggle. "Flapjack!" He was perched on top of a giant teapot, a mischievous glint in his syrupy eyes. "Flapjack!" cried Buttercup. "Why did you run away?" Flapjack looked sheepish. "I was scared," he admitted. "I didn't want to let anyone down." Sir Fluffington hopped onto the table and gave Flapjack a gentle nudge. "Everyone makes mistakes," he said kindly. "The important thing is that you come back." Flapjack smiled, and with a flick of his syrupy wings flew down from the teapot. He was so happy to be reunited with Buttercup. Together they returned to the Queen and shared the secret recipe. Queen Sirapina was overjoyed. She declared a grand feast in honor of Sir Fluffington, the bravest frog in the land. There were stacks of fluffy pancakes, rivers of maple syrup, and mountains of whipped cream. Sir Fluffington had saved the day. He had solved the mystery of the flying pancake and brought joy back to the Breakfast Kingdom. He had even made a new friend in Buttercup the chicken. As the sun began to set, casting a warm glow over Waffleberg, it was time for Sir Fluffington to return to the enchanted marsh. Queen Sirapina presented him with a gift, a magical flying pancake of his very own. Sir Fluffington climbed onto his new friend's back, and together they soared into the sky. They flew past candy-floss clouds and over rivers of orange juice. Sir Fluffington laughed, his heart filled with happiness. He knew that no matter what adventures awaited him back in the enchanted marsh, he would always cherish his time in the Breakfast Kingdom. He had learned that even the smallest of creatures can be incredibly brave, and that sometimes the best things in life are even sweeter when shared with friends.